Hey guys, it's Nick here, and I'm going to talk about what I call the Scott Cawthon theory. Now, if you don't know who Scott Cawthon is, he's an independent game developer. He's developed a bunch of games single-handedly, and he's of course most famous for, you guessed it, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I think it's ironic that a whole team of people makes a game like Fear, and it doesn't scare me that much. But one guy makes a scary game, and it's actually scary. I think it's pretty cool. I think he's one of the most talented. I think he's one of the most talented programmers of this generation. Probably not the most, but he's definitely up there. So, what the Scott Cawthon theory is? Well, first of all, I got inspired from reading everyone's theories on Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. And actually, it really doesn't have any association with them, or I mean, with the games. But it does associate with, of course, the developer Scott Cawthon, hence the name. But what this is, it's pretty much asking, is he really Christian? Because he works for a Christian video game company. And I hope this doesn't get him fired from there, because, I think they should have him, especially if we can single-handedly make games. But I got a couple reasons here, just two. Yeah, I know it's not much, but just a couple reasons why I think he may not be Christian. And this isn't, meant as a hate video towards Scott Cawthon. I know he didn't reply to my emails, but, I only want him to answer two questions, and that's it. But that's not why I'm doing this video. I'm not doing it to get back at him, because I'm a Christian. I know that's wrong, so I'm not going to do that. But people are making all these theories about the games, so why not make a theory about the guy who created it all? And yeah, this is why he may not be Christian. I'm not going to say why I believe he's not Christian, because I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't live in Texas. And I don't sell propane. And that was a bad that was a bad Hank Hill impression, but anyways. So, we're going to start off with, basically, Scott Cawthon causes verbal arguments. You will not believe the amount of debate I've seen where people are debating the storyline of Five Nights at Freddy's, or they're debating all the stupid crap about the game. And you know why? Now you might be like, well, what does Scott Cawthon have to do with that? Well, he didn't say anything, and that's exactly it. He didn't say anything about the game's story. And if I could have swore, maybe I'm wrong, but I could have swore I read somewhere that he said he's not going to reveal any of the story. Which I think, I pretty much think that's a crappy move on his part. I mean, the story is one of the most important parts of the game, and he's not going to talk about it. Does he think the game's just too good that, there doesn't need to be a story? Like I said, I've already made my own official story for it. I mean, it's not the official story he made, I'm sure, but it's mine. So for example, one of the things people debate about is like the bite of 87, which animatronic did it. And then, how did this happen? How did this happen? What happens then? And who's this guy? And, they ask all this stupid stuff. And people are debating stuff as stupid as the Mangle's gender. And, and I'll admit, Scott Cawthon has no part in that because he already said it's a male in the game, so I don't know why people are still debating stupid crap like that. But anyways, so, yeah. I'm not saying Scott Cawthon actually gets involved in these verbal arguments, but I think he causes them. And I don't think that's a very Christianly thing to do. I don't think it's very Christianly to talk crap about, or to not say anything about, not help people, pretty much. Not telling them something, which is going to cause other people to debate it with each other. And yeah, to me, verbal arguments are the same thing as debating, okay? I'll quote Vice City, there's on VCPR, the guy's like, hey, we're discussing like friends, not debating like enemies. I think that's a very good quote. Anyways, so the second reason why he may not be Christian is he's creating idols. Now, if we look at the Ten Commandments, I don't mean to go biblical. I'm kind of smirking as, people are probably going to be like, wow, this is so stupid, but no, these are rules I live by. They say life has no instruction manual. Well, for me, it does have an instruction manual. This thing right here. And this thing. My dad gave me this. I think it was his dad's. Anyways, So, the first and second commandment. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make idols. Now we'll be a little more specific. So for the first commandment, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. Number 2, you shall not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity, is that it? Of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but those showing mercy to thousands. Okay, well, you get the point. He pretty much says, you will not worship anyone over me. Now, does Scott Cawthon worship anybody over God? I don't know, because like I said, I don't know the guy. Okay? I don't live in Texas, and I don't know. I'm actually like on the opposite end of the US, except I'm in Washington. Anyways, so now he may not worship idols, but I'm sure a lot of fans of Five Nights at Freddy's do. Now you might say, well, how is that his problem? He just made the characters. He didn't intend them to be idol. Well, we don't know that for sure. Now, chances are maybe not, okay? I don't know, because again, I don't know the guy. But that means it's uncertain. If he comes out and says, hey, no, that was not my intention, then then I'll believe him. Of course, he's never, like I said, I doubt he'll ever run across this video. But the thing is, like Chica, for example, in the second game, I can see that a lot of people are sexually attracted to her. Especially, and I heard people are in the first game too. And I learned that from Markiplier because he did that little poem. What was it? You do you, I'll do me, but we won't do each other, probably. I thought that was funny because I think he didn't even realize what he was saying, but like it ended up rhyming. I think that was pretty funny. But anyways, so yeah, I'm sure there's some people who make idols out of these animatronics. And of course, Scott's the one who designed them, so he's kind of responsible. Just a little bit. At least for Chica, for nothing else. He's the one who made her look attractive, at least in the second game, okay? Put her in underwear and stuff. I mean, come on. I don't think God is necessarily okay with that. And I don't even think God's necessarily okay with me. For all I know, I'm going to hell when I die. But I still believe, And I'm probably giving atheists a really good reason to bash Scott Cawthon, but there really is no, religion shouldn't come between a game or anything. But people are making stupid theories about Five Nights at Freddy's, so why not I make something even stupider? People debate stupid stuff all the time. This is nothing different. So again, this is just my theory. I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying he's not a Christian. He's a he's a Satanist, and he's going to go to hell when he dies. I don't know. I'm not God. How would I know? And this is one of the things where pretty much literally only God knows. Of course, Scott Cawthon knows himself whether he's Christian or not, but I don't. But these are just theories, okay? They're just questions I'm asking. I'm not saying this is true. This is just what I'm thinking. It's not fact, so don't take it as fact. If people don't like this video, don't watch it, okay? I just said it was pointless. And like I said, I doubt Scott Cawthon's ever going to run across this video, but if he ever does, I'm going to really hope he doesn't block me or anything, because, it's not meant to bash him. I know it's not, I'm not supposed to judge, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm pretty much just asking questions, though, about his, Christianity. And one reason, too, is because if I go to heaven, I'd really like to see the guy up there. That's one thing, it's one thing I like being a Christian about. I don't get so upset over someone's death, because it's like, I'll meet them when I die, So, yeah, that would be one cool thing, to meet him up in heaven. When we're both dead, that would be freaking cool. I will not, So, yeah, pretty much, I'm hoping that he is Christian, but I don't know. Someone asked, Hope Animation, well, I wonder why they don't mention Five Nights at Freddy's on Scott Cawthon's page on the site, and they were like, well, because, it would be hard to relate it to Christian games. And plus, you know, that game doesn't express his disbelief in God, but I think it might. And again, I'm not trying to get him fired or anything, that's really shitty to do. But I doubt that'll happen, though. I mean, who's going to look up, Scott Cawthon is not Christian, you know? Nobody. That's who. So, again, it's not a hate video, this is just a theory. It doesn't mean shit. And I'm sure Scott Cawthon's probably going to be pretty offended by this. And if he does, please forgive me. We're both Christians. You know, you're supposed to forgive me. And hopefully we could duke it out. You know, or, you know, we can settle our differences. So anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And peace out. Thanks for watching what probably might be the most pointless video ever on YouTube. See ya.